When she got what she wanted, she begged for me back. I just need some space. That's what my wife told me one evening out of nowhere. No argument, no big fight, just those words like they were supposed to explain everything. At first, I was confused. I asked her what was wrong. Was she unhappy? Did she need time to figure things out? She sighed, shook her head, and simply said, "I don't know. I just need some time." So instead of arguing, instead of begging for her love, I did the one thing she'd never expected. I let go. I stopped checking in. I stopped asking where she was going. I gave her the space she wanted. That's when everything changed. Instead of enjoying her freedom, instead of feeling relieved, she panicked. What? Suddenly, the woman who pushed me away was the one chasing after me. When she started pulling away, it didn't make sense. For years, I thought we had a solid marriage. We had love, trust, a life built together, or at least that's what I believed. Then, one evening, she sat across from me at the dinner table, avoiding eye contact and picking at her food. Then, she sighed and said it. "I just need some space." At first, I didn't understand. Space from what? I asked. She shrugged. "I don't know. I just feel like I need some time for myself." Her words didn't make sense. We weren't fighting. There was no big argument, no signs of trouble. But suddenly, our life together wasn't enough for her. I could have fought. I could have begged her to stay. But instead, I gave her exactly what she wanted. That was the last thing she'd ever expected. When space didn't make her happy, at first she seemed relieved. She started going out more. She dressed up differently, not for me, but for someone else. Her phone was suddenly always in her hand, buzzing at odd hours. And the biggest red flag. She barely noticed that I had stopped trying. I didn't ask her where she was going. I didn't wait up for her anymore. I didn't check in to see if she was okay. I simply let her go. For a while, she thought she had one. But then, something changed. She started asking where I was. She started checking my phone. She got irritated when I didn't immediately respond to her messages. One night, she came home late and found me sitting on the couch, completely relaxed. Scrolling through my phone, she hesitated, like she was expecting me to be angry. Instead, I just glanced up and went back to what I was doing. "You don't even care that I was out late?" she asked. I smirked. "You needed space, remember?" And for the first time, she looked worried. Because now she knew Eeyore had stopped waiting for her. When she realized she was losing me, at first she tried to play it cool.
Acted like she
Didn't care that I had stopped checking in, stopped asking where she was going, stopped chasing her. But the more time passed, the more restless she became. She started texting me randomly, asking where I was. She suddenly wanted to know who I was spending time with. She got irritated when I made plans without telling her. One night, as I was getting ready to go out, she stood in the doorway watching me. "Where are you going?" she asked casually, but I could hear the tension in her voice. "Out," I said, adjusting my watch. Her brows furrowed slightly. "With who?" I shrugged. "Why do you care? You wanted space, right?" She blinked, caught off guard. I didn't think you'd actually pull away this much," she admitted, her voice unsure now. And there it was. She never actually wanted space. She wanted control. She wanted the option to explore whatever she was doing without losing me. But now she was losing me in for the first time. She was the one panicking. Her regret was obvious. Now, but I knew there was more to the story. She wasn't just missing Mish. She was hiding something. And then, like clockwork, the truth revealed itself. One night, while she was in the shower, her phone lit up on the table. It wasn't locked. I wasn't even trying to look. But the message popped up. "I miss you. When can I see you again?" My chest tightened, but I didn't react. I just stared at the screen, finally understanding what this was all about. She didn't want space because she needed time to think. She wanted options. She wanted the security of my love while she explored something else. And now that she realized I wasn't waiting in the background, she was losing everything. That's when it hit me. She never thought she'd lose me. But now she already had. When she begged me to stay, I didn't confront her. I didn't demand answers. Because at that moment, I realized I didn't care anymore. She had already made her choice. And now, I was making mine. Over the next few days, She started acting differently. She suddenly wanted to be around me again. She laughed at my jokes, the ones she used to ignore. She brought up old memories, trying to remind me of us. But I wasn't playing along. One evening, as I was getting ready to leave, she stood in the doorway, arms crossed, biting her lip. "Where are you going?" she asked, her voice unsure. "Out," I said simply, putting on my jacket. She swallowed hard with who, smirked. "Why do you care?" Her face fell. I don't want us to fall apart," she admitted, her voice trembling. I exhaled, shaking my head. "We didn't fall apart," I said coldly. "You walked away. And now I'm doing the same." Her breath hitched. Her mask slipped. She reached out, desperate, panicked. "Please," she whispered. "I don't want to lose you." I looked her in the eyes and said the words that shattered her world. "You already did." "What?" "I walked away for good. Her regret, my freedom." She stood there frozen, her lips parted as if she wanted to say something to stop me, to beg me to stay, but for the first time her words had no power over me. I didn't turn back. I didn't hesitate. I grabbed my keys and walked out the door. And that's when it happened. She broke. "Wait," she cried, stepping forward, her voice cracking with desperation. "Please, just talk to me." But there was nothing left to say. Had her chance. She made her choice. And now she had to live with it. I heard her sob as I stepped outside, but I didn't stop, because for the first time in a long time, I was finally free. She stayed in that house, trapped in a moment she could never undo. She would text, she would call, she would try to fix what she shattered, but I would never answer. Because I had realized something. She never wanted space. She wanted options. She wanted the security of my love while she explored something else. When that failed, she thought I would still be there. But I wasn't. I was already gone. And for the rest of her life, she would live with the one truth that haunted her the most. She lost me. At this time, there was no coming back. Final message to the audience: if someone asks for space, give it to them. And when they realize what they lost, let them drown in the regret they created. The end.